Hey everyone, my name is Mike Vaughn, and this is the Video Addict. What I do here is I talk about the latest home video releases and just to kind of keep y'all caught up on everything that's coming out because, frankly, it can be really overwhelming. And I don't know, I just have fun doing it. And I hope you also kind of want to take this journey with me. I'm really excited. So it is almost spooky season. In fact, I feel like September is kind of Halloween Eve. And chime in below if you also agree, because I'm already kind of decorating all that good stuff. But we have some really cool horror titles coming out from Kino Studio Classics. This is from their Kino Cult line, which is really awesome. I did do an interview with the creator of that line a while back, so I'll link that in the description. But we have Zoltan, Hound of Dracula. Now, this was something that was previously on Blu-ray, but now we have a nice 4K and go slipcover. And if you're somebody that has to have the slipcover, you're a completist like I am, you'll want to order this sooner rather than later. So something that kind of blew my mind, y'all, is Link on 4K. Now, I've been a huge fan of this film. Okay, so Peepaw is going to tell you that I remember when this first came out on DVD from Anchor Bay. Loved it, and now I'm like, holy crap, we got a 4K. Like the previous title, this was also previous release on 4 or wow. This was previously released on Blu-ray. It's such a weird, great movie. If you have never seen it, the cover's a little cheesy, but it's a good time. And not my last horror title, but the last in my Kino Studio Classics. This is also from Kino Cult. This is the Italian Exorcist knockoff, The Antichrist. Again, this was previously released. I reviewed that maybe last year, I think. So it's the back, and again, slipcover, and yeah, I like this one well enough. It's not my favorite Exorcist knockoff, but it does the trick and it looks really great in 4K. Now this one was really exciting, y'all, because this one was out of print and it was kind of hard to find. It was a little bit expensive if you wanted to buy it. But now it's been re-released. It is Rolling Vengeance. Now, this was something I previously did not own. I missed the boat on this when it went out of print. So it was really fun watching this one finally. It looks great. The movie is so-so. It's fun enough. I mean, it's one of those, I don't know if I would have paid like scalper prices, but now there's a really nice release that's not expensive. So like, they got you situated. So, Avenging Force is one that I don't recall if this was a re-release, probably, but if it was, it's like definitely an older one. I don't recall reviewing this in the last couple of years. Here's the back and the slipcover. This was previously released as DVD only, but now we have the complete Succession Blu-ray. Like, very excited. We do have some really cool featurettes. And okay, so from what you expect from Warner Brothers, this is the way it is packaged. So y'all know this isn't really like one of my favorite sort of packagings. These things, so this does come out, is very delicate. And I don't know. I mean, especially when it ships, sometimes you have to be like careful because it tends to rattle around. You're also not paying as much as you would with like a bulky individual season by season like format. So there is definitely some pros. I mean, the big ones being it's not going to cost you as much. It definitely is a little bit more like streamlined. That's one of the things I really do like about that particular kind of way of housing the discs. That being said, just be really careful with them because they are a little bit fragile. So, moving right along, back to Warner Brothers and television shows, we have Roger Moore as the Alaskans. This is really exciting because this is one of those like not super easy to find shows. And now we have a really nice Blu-ray edition. Now this is like a gatefold style. Again, these can just be very flimsy. It's not a knock on the product, just be super careful. Again, we are getting into my favorite time of year. You see all the spooky stuff behind me. So we have another Scooby-Doo double feature. This time it's Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost and Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invader. Both really fun. And we previously did have a Zombie Island double feature Blu-ray, which is really awesome. Again, I like that they are slowly but surely putting these all out. Um, and I think that's probably better than just doing it in one big box set. If there's like one particular one that you want, it's a little bit more affordable. It does mean you kind of have to collect a little bit if you want them all, but who knows? They might maybe end up doing a big box set when they're done. Game Night 4K, another really great kind of who done it. And yeah, I don't know if y'all haven't seen this, it's a good time. I was super nostalgic for, and that's Can't Hardly Wait on 4K. And it is loaded with special features. I believe these are all port overs. But yeah, it's another movie that I don't know if it really held up. Um, but I liked it. It's still pretty funny. On the Paramount side of things, we have Richard Pryor live on the Sunset Strip. Ugh. So next we have Richard Pryor live on the Sunset. Ugh, my God. So we have Richard Pryor live on the Sunset Strip. Wow, that took me 20 times to say. Richard Pryor was such a rare talent, and this is hilarious. Back to Warner Brothers here with another 4K title of Watchmen Chapter 1. And I've been reviewing a lot of the DC animated stuff. I've got to talk to some of the people behind the scenes. And just a huge fan of these. And I love how certain ones they do give like the red carpet treatment. And this is such a visually awesome animated feature that I'm glad it did get a really nice 4K. Y'all, we're in the home stretch here. Um, we're pivoting back to Kino Studio Classics with their film noir Dark Side of Cinema, Volume 21. And this is kind of awesome because I've been reviewing these probably since, I don't know, the fourth or fifth volume. So to see it being up to like over 20 is really amazing. And these have never really like disappointed me, full stop. So, sticking with Kino Studio Classics, we have Fatal Vision. Now, this looks like a horror movie, but it actually is a good old fashioned court drama. And I love those. I'm kind of a sucker for those. Um, I really like Carl Malden. This also has Andy Griffith, Ava Marie Saint, who film buffs will know as the Hitchcock leading lady in North by Northwest. Madness, starring Joe D'Alessandro, Andy Warhol's premier beefcake. And this is probably more like I would say on the horror thriller side, and it's really fun. It's really twisted, very sleazy. People that have watched the show a lot, or again, if you're new, hey, um, I like to try to when I pick stuff to review, I want to try to like do the mainstream, but I also want to try some stuff that maybe is flying under your radar. And this is definitely a prime example of that. And this is Mom and Dad's Nipple Factory. Now, with a title like that, um, yeah, there's a hook, right? It's a really interesting documentary. It's um touching, but I don't think that it's too maybe like overly saccharine. And I always try to end with like what I think is such a really awesome, really strong release to sort of end with, and that is Vikings season one, Valhalla. And out I haven't really gotten into this one yet. Again, the weekend is kind of when I'm gonna try to sit down and really get into all this stuff, but it looks really awesome, and like I am such a sucker for anything that's kind of costume drama, even though it's not really like high fantasy, it kind of has that sort of feeling. It looks like it has some good action, and yeah, I'm really excited to get into this. So 4 episodes a piece on each disc, so everything looks really nice. It doesn't feel too compressed. So it's a really good release. It doesn't really have any special features, which is a little bit of a bummer. I mean, it would be nice to have like a commentary or some featurettes or something, just to give you a little bit more bang for your buck. But I am glad that we are getting a proper Blu-ray release of this. And yeah, in an age where, streaming services sometimes will dump some stuff off their service, it's always good to, support physical media, but then, if they take this off, you always have it. So, kudos to them for putting it out on high def. And yeah, so that is the episode. Like I said, I try to keep these really quick, um, because I know you all have a lot to do. So I appreciate you kind of just like taking the time and hanging out with me and checking out some of these cool releases. So please subscribe, like, uh, comment, all that stuff. Really, that means so much to me. And I will see y'all in the next video.